In the wake of the disaster that was the Tropical Heat Hot Tamales, I think we should try a different spicy candy that just came out. There's been the Skittles Fuego that has been out for like a year, something like that, maybe even a little longer. In the same vein, Jolly Ranchers just came out with the Jolly Rancher Heat Wave Gummies. Of course, they're gummies because everything's fucking gummy nowadays. But we're gonna give them a shot. And now, cut to B-roll. So there are 5 flavors. We have them all separated. Camera person and I are gonna try them. They are watermelon, lime, pineapple, citrus punch, and mango. These 3 are the exact same color. We're basing those off of the shape. Because this one's like kind of like a citrus slice. This one's kind of like a pineapple. So I feel like we got them correct. We're going to try them in that order. All right, first off is going to be the watermelon. It's very, very strong on the watermelon taste. I look weak. I got some of the chili like right on my uvula.
So it's a girl.
Yeah, it's a girl candy. Overall, though, these are not very spicy. They have like a little bit of heat. I know. I know. I look like I'm actively dying. They could have more heat. I will say they do have more heat than the Tropical Heat Hot Tamales do. I'm also not the biggest fan of like watermelon candy, so like the taste is okay. Okay, we're changing the order a tiny bit. We're going to do the citrus punch next, which is the same shape as the watermelon. It's fine. I don't know, I feel like that one had even less heat on it somehow, even though they're all literally covered in the same chili. Maybe it's because the flavor. It's not even like necessarily more like potent than the watermelon one, but it is pretty strong, so maybe that's overriding some of that. Alright, so the next we're going to try is the lime. That's very limey. That one tastes really good. I think the flavor on that one is probably my favorite so far. The camera person clearly disagrees. She really liked the citrus punch. Now she's mad at me because she said she wasn't going to talk. Now she's glaring at me ominously. I will say, camera woman had to drink water. Has had to drink water after all of these, so she thinks they're pretty spicy. I feel like they could have done a little bit better. I feel like even like the Skittles Fuego were stronger. But that like chili sugar mixture is like completely different. I figured it would just be the same dumped onto Jolly Rancher gummies, but it's not. So I guess props to them for that, but could have been more. Okay, so next we're going to do the pineapple. Shout out to all my Dungeon Crawler Carl fans out there. Whoop whoop! I will say the taste on these are pretty good. Like they don't necessarily have like that distinct like Jolly Rancher taste to them, but like the flavor has been pretty good. Heat, for me, lacking. But flavor-wise has been pretty good. Breaking news, Camera Woman just said the pineapple one was her favorite so far.
It was also, I feel like, the softest.
Yeah, since she wants me to cut out her lines, she says it's also the softest. And I feel like she's correct. I'm not sure, though. Okay, last one is the mango. I feel like the mango's pretty good. I think flavor-wise, Actually, I think overall, my favorite is probably the pineapple. Like, I feel like the mango is pretty good, but the pineapple did a really good job about not being too overbearing with the taste. Um, but no, I'd say like those are pretty good. So those are my thoughts on the Jolly Rancher Heat Wave gummies. Okay, I'd give them, I don't know, like a 7 out of 10. Like, I'll probably eat what we have. We have like an extra bag and the rest of the bag that we tried. Don't know if I'd ever get them again. I'm glad we tried them. This makes me sad that we don't have standard spicy Jolly Ranchers anymore. Those were pretty good when those were a thing. You don't remember those? Yeah, I'll see if I could find a picture of them. I'll put it on screen, perhaps. But those were pretty good. And it's unfortunate we don't have those anymore, because everything's got to be fucking gummies now. Yeah, everything's got to be fucking gummies now. Whatever, it's fine. But overall, yeah, like I'd say probably 7 out of 10. If we come across any other candies that we might find interesting or worth trying, we will, especially if they're spicy. Because this is, well, it's not saucy reviews anymore. I guess it's spicy candy reviews.